Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play System Shock 2 with Kamchak Fisco. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is one of my top 5 favorite series. It's actually higher on the list than even the Thief Trilogy, and you guys know how much I love the Thief Trilogy, so yeah, we'll just get right into it, right into the next game. Introductions right off the bat.
Look at you, hacker. A pathetic creature of meat and bone, panting and sweating as you run through my corridors. How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine? In 2072, a rogue artificial intelligence known as Shodan lost her mind. In her limitless imagination, Shodan saw herself as a goddess, destined to inherit the earth. That image was snuffed out by the hacker who created her.
February 3rd is the day the magic happens. The Von Braun, the first starship in history capable of traveling at faster than light speed, will undertake her maiden voyage. This incredible journey is the result of teamwork between the UNN Protectorate and the incredible scientific minds at the newly relicensed Tri-Optimum Corporation. Imagine being able to travel to distant star systems in a period of weeks. It's all part of Tri-Op's commitment to the future. The Von Braun is packed with over 1.8 billion flight, scientific, and security systems, nearly all developed by Tri-Optimum and its wholly owned subsidiaries. Providing security for the Von Braun as she plows through the heavens will be the UNN Rickenbacker. At her helm will be no less than Captain William Bedford Diego himself, hero of the Battle of Boston Harbor during the Eastern States Police action. This incredible union of government and corporation is made possible by an intricate series of docking mechanisms that will allow the Rickenbacker to piggyback its way into jump space. Sleek, fast, revolutionary. Who knows what wonders await our crews in the bosom of the cosmos? All we do know is that it's a great day for mankind.
This is Dr. Marie Delacroix of the UNN Von Braun. We've been hijacked by an unknown force. Ship security has been compromised. Do not allow the ship... Repeat, do not allow the ship to leave under any circumstances. I don't know what we're up against here.
Well, that was ominous. Let's get into it. We're gonna go with normal. We can actually skip that first cutscene because it's one we've already seen. So we start off on a tram.
Welcome to the Ramsey Center UNN recruitment facility. Please watch your step when leaving the train. The grav shafts at the end of the hall will take you to the street-level training and recruitment center. Please proceed to the grav shafts.
As you can tell, I'm running with model packs to make things look better, texture packs to make it look better. So yeah, I've gotten quite a bit to improve the quality of the game. Before, that wasn't readable, so definitely an upgraded version of the graphics.
Step into the grav shafts to proceed to the street-level recruitment.
Okay. What could possibly go wrong? First, we're going to go grab an Easter egg that I know of in the game. Much like Thief, there's mantling for climbing up. Grab the basketball and we'll take it with us. Wah! For the sake of some of my viewers, I'll actually be going through the full training scenario so you can see how all of it works. For those viewers who haven't actually seen the game or played it.
Before you choose your career, you'll want to learn some basic abilities. First, you should go into the basic training center. When you're done with basic training, proceed to the advanced training area.
We're going to go into basic training, even though for the most part I think it's only movement and whatnot.
To pick up some basic skills you'll need to get by in the service, enter this CyberLink booth. Inside, you'll learn the basic skills you'll need to get started. Welcome, trainee. While you're in our virtual training courses, we provide you with a simulated cyber interface. This training interface is identical to an actual military-grade cyber interface. Now, let's try it out. Move the mouse. See how it changes where you look? That means you're in shoot mode. Hit the tab key. This puts you in use mode. where you can use your mouse to interact with items in the world. Open your primary MFD, or multifunction display, by clicking on the MFD button near the bottom of the screen. This display shows your strengths in various areas. When you're ready to continue, press the Tab key to go back to shoot mode. Try changing between modes until you get the hang of it.
I think I got the hang of it, bro.
Follow the red path along the ground to the next training station. To pick up items, center them on your screen and right-click. This will automatically place that item into your inventory. To view your inventory, press the Tab key. You can move items around your inventory by left-clicking and dragging them around. To drop an item, drag it from your inventory into the 3D view and release the mouse button.
Pretty basic.
To use items like buttons in computers, center them in your view and click the right mouse button. All usable items will have brackets around them. Highlight the button on the pillar and right-click. This will activate the lift. Try it out.
Yeah.
If you can still see your inventory display, it means you're in use mode. Hit Tab to return to shoot mode.
Okay, I think we've learned the basics of that.
The object before you is a med hypo. Pick it up and then press Tab to go into use mode. Right-clicking on the med hypo will use it and restore some needed hit points. Your hit points are displayed by a bar in the lower left corner of your screen. Many objects in your inventory can be used by right-clicking on them.
Food will heal you 1 pip. Juice and alcohol will heal you 1 pip. Alcohol has the cost of taking away some of your psionic power, but if you're not a psionic character, it doesn't matter, because you'll never use it.
See the crate in front of you? To search it, center it on your screen and right-click. If you are in use mode, simply move the pointer to the crate and right-click. To take an item from that container, simply left-click on it. This will automatically place that item in your inventory. To close the container window and return to shoot mode, press the Tab key. One of the most important tools you have as a soldier is your PDA. This device stores audio logs, emails, and other useful information. Click on the disk icon near the bottom of your screen to bring up the PDA display. Currently, the contents of your PDA are empty. Now pick up the audio log in front of you. This message is coming from the audio log you just picked up. You can use your PDA at any time to play any audio log or email you've received. In the field, the PDA is also used for keeping track of your current mission objectives and obtaining help information.
Fancy.
Now it's time to learn about jumping and mantling. To jump, simply press the space bar. Some surfaces can be mantled onto by holding down the space bar. To climb a ladder, simply walk into it and look up.
Yeah, I kind of skipped that because it's the same
Automatically
principle. If
start
you've played
climbing the
Thief,
ladder.
you know how this works. So the ladders work the same way, the mantling works the same way. You just hold the jump key and you start mantling. If you hold jump on a long jump, you'll mantle the surface on the other side, so yeah.
You've done well. Remember, if you're unclear on any aspect of what you've just learned, you can repeat the training as often as you wish.
So that's the simplistics of the interface. Now we get on the good stuff.
If you've completed basic training, you're ready for the advanced lessons provided here. Advanced training will familiarize you with the 3 key areas of military service: weapons training, technical training, and psionics training. Approach the Cyberlink booth of your choice to train in that area. When you finish training in the 3 areas, proceed directly to the recruitment center to choose and start your military career.
Yeah, shut up. Come on. I want to get the guns.
Alright, wannabe. If you want to learn the weapon skills it takes to even think about joining the Marines, come on in. We're looking for a few good men. Good to have you on board. You'll notice when you're in the Cyberlink booth, the UNN has kindly provided you with a virtual cyber interface and all the simulated skill levels you'll need for the training tasks. But don't get too cocky. They'll disappear once you leave the booth. Now we'll teach you how to handle a firearm. Pick up the pistol and the clip from the table. You can equip the weapon in one of 2 ways. Bring up your inventory and drag the pistol to your weapons equip slot near the right-hand side of your inventory. If that's too slow for you, you can use the hotkeys on the keyboard. Press 2. If the pistol was in your inventory, it will equip for you automatically. To lock and load the ammo clip, hit the R key or hit the reload button on the lower right corner of your screen.
You can also drag
Once
the
you've
ammo onto
loaded
the
the
gun.
firearm, take a shot at the dummy robot by pressing your left mouse button when in shoot mode. Notice how its health bar gets shorter as you chip away at it. Some items need to be charged with energy before they can be used. Pick up the laser pistol. Now use the recharging station nearby. The recharge station will juice up all of your energy-based items. Weapons, batteries, you name it.
It's basically the equivalent of the spark beam and the blaster and the ion rifle from 1.
Weapons are not fine wines. They do not get better with age. The colored dot on the lower right corner of the screen tells you what kind of shape your firearm is in. Green is good, red is bad. To fight the effects of wear and tear, a soldier with maintenance skill can use a maintenance tool to improve the condition of his weapon. Just pick up the tool, open your inventory, and drag the tool onto your pistol. Remember that maintenance tools are only good for a single use.
And that's tutorial on the guns.
Good work. Now you're ready for the Marines. Take a look at the other training areas first before you enlist. They might just come in handy.
Oh, I think I might have just left the mute on during the weapons. I hope I didn't, so we'll find out. Technical.
Inside, we'll teach you the basics of some technical skills you'll need in the Navy. Welcome. You'll notice when you're in the Cyberlink booth, we'll provide you
us
with
a
a
virtual
temporary
Cyberlink.
Cyberlink
Yeah,
interface and
we
the
get
skills
it.
you need to accomplish the training tasks. But they'll only last so long as you're in the booth. The object in front of you is a container of nanites. Nanites are consumed whenever you perform technical tasks, such as hacking or repairing. When you pick up the container of nanites, they do not go in your general inventory, but are instead displayed in use mode on the bottom left of your screen. Walk over to the keypad by the door and try out hacking. Use the keypad by right-clicking on it. To the right of the number pad, you'll see an orange tab labeled Hack. Left-click on the tab. Text will appear indicating the difficulty of the hack and any bonuses that apply. Click on the Start button to begin hacking. You'll see a grid of nodes. Clicking on a node will either turn it bright or dark. To successfully hack, you must connect 3 bright nodes in a straight line. Beware the ice nodes with the red outlines. If one of these turns dark, you fail the hack, and you might break the item you're working on or worse.
I found the easiest way
You
to
can
hack.
restart your hack attempt at any time by hitting the reset button.
If you would
Though
shut
you'll
up
have to
anytime
pay the
soon.
nanite cost again.
I found the easiest way to hack is actually do it in alternating patterns. Make sure you get the edges first. That way, in case something screws up and it blacks out, you still have other avenues to try to fill in the 3 lines in a row. It's basically tic-tac-toe, just without the middle pieces. So you just got to get 3 in a row. So I suggest alternating to make sure you get the best possibility of getting success. Because if you just do them 3 straight in a row on the harder difficulties, you're going to fail.
You can use nanites to buy items from replicators. To use a replicator,
Please make
right-click
your
on
selection.
it, then left-click on the item you wish to
Value
purchase.
Wrap.
The item you purchased will drop into the slot below. Make sure you pick up your
Hi there.
purchases before
Please
you
make your
leave.
selection. Hi there. Please make your selection.
Reinitialized.
And that'd be it.
You learn the basics of the technical skills. There are several other technical skills you'll learn throughout the course of your career, such as repairing items and modifying weapons. The cyber interfaces for these tasks are similar to the hacking interface. Before you enlist in the Navy, try out the other training courses. They'll be useful.
My playthrough will probably be a comprehensive of the Navy hacker with some Marine skills tapered in. So it's mostly going to be guns and the interface, hacking and modifying, maintaining, repairing, things like that. The Marine mostly focuses on guns and maintaining weapons. And obviously the Psy guy is a much more complicated character, but I won't be doing a playthrough of him. At least not this time. I might in the future do just a Psy playthrough for you guys if there's enough requests for it. But for now I'm not going to.
Inside, you will learn how to reach out with your mind. Do not let fear block your path.
I'm afraid of nothing.
We've provided you with the red bar at the lower left of your screen tells you how many psi points you have. Psi points symbolize the current ability to use your psi powers. Psi-hypos replenish your psi points. Try using a psi-hypo and watch your psi points increase. When you've reached your maximum in psi points, move to the next station.
Now, I skipped the first dialogues. It's the same thing they say everywhere. We fitted you with a neural interface, blah, 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 blah. It'll disappear when you're done.
This psi-amp amplifies your psi powers and lets you project them into the real world. To equip it, pick it up, and then hit the tilde key. Firing the psi-amp activates your currently selected psi discipline. You currently have access to 2 disciplines, cryokinesis and kinetic redirection. Go into use mode and click on the arrows on the bottom right of the screen. This will cycle through your available psi disciplines. Later, clicking on the arrows above the number to the left will allow you to select psi disciplines from higher tiers. Use cryokinesis to destroy the robot and kinetic redirection to pull that nanite container towards you. Be careful. Holding down the mouse button can augment the power, but holding it down for too long will cause burnout, which will damage you. If you run out of psi points, use another psi-hypo.
Now, the yellow you see when I'm charging is the burnout area. You can get skill points to minimize that later, but just don't get into the yellow and you'll be fine, no matter what ability you're using.
Mastery of the mind is a slow but rewarding process. Return to this area if you need more guidance. Before you enlist in the OSA, it would be useful to experiment in the other training courses.
They all pretty much tell you to try the other ones.
Here's where you make your choice, soldier. Here's where you enlist in one of the 3 branches of the military. Once you decide on your branch of service, there's no going back. The shuttle will take you to a UNN orbital space station, where you'll receive a briefing regarding your yearly postings. Good luck.
So our choices are Psi Guy, Tech Guy with minimal weapons, or Weapon Guy, who has very little other skills. I usually go with the Hacker because, well, it's a throwback to 1, and it's the most versatile character of the 3, so that's why I'm picking him. And we're in the landing bay. Year 1.
Welcome aboard the space station Chesapeake Bay, sailor. It looks like you've picked up some standard weapon skills at basic on Coronado Island. Now it's time for your tour of duty. Your tour will consist of 4 postings over 4 years. In this man's Navy, you're given a choice of 3 different postings a year. It's up to you to decide what kind of career you want to have, so choose wisely. Just approach a shuttle bay to receive a briefing on a posting. If you think that posting is right for you, head into that bay to accept the assignment.
Sir, yes, sir. And here's the selection. Now, each one gives you a boost to stats, which it'll tell you when you walk up near the top of the bar, but it also has an audio log to explain the post to you.
The UNN Lucille is looking for volunteers for their military police detachment. Those sailors can get pretty rowdy on these year-long cruises, so you better not be afraid of a tussle.
+1 modify, +1 strength.
The UNN Lucille is looking for an engineer's mate to help maintain the ship's core energy systems. There's some heavy lifting involved, sailor, but you'll learn your way around the high-tech equipment.
+1 repair, +1 strength. And the last one's the one I normally take.
The UNN Lucille is looking for an ops training officer to learn the ship's navigation and data control systems. You'll get your feet wet with the high-tech systems, but also expect some heavy lifting.
The important one, +1 hack and strength. We get a little fancy cutscene, and then we get dialogue explaining how our year went. February 13, 2112. Your tour of duty aboard the UNN Lucille has concluded. You have spent a productive year. Captain Mayer was pleased with your work, especially with the initiative you showed in physical training. A friendly incident showed you some back doors into the ship's primary data loop, and you spent your time off pumping good old-fashioned iron. You've gained +1 hack, +1 strength. So, yeah.
Laverne, Florida hosts the Navy's premier tactical training school. While maybe not as respected as the Marines' facility at Fort Bush, there's a lot to be learned here.
+2 standard weapons means we could start off the game being able to use the pistol and the shotgun.
The UNN Pierce is ferrying liberated political prisoners back home from their detention near Saturn. The Pierce has been assigned a detachment of Marines and needs sailors to load, administer, and maintain the arms on board the ship.
+1 maintenance. Allows you to maintain weapons.
The UNN Carfax is undertaking a mission to examine a newly discovered Class B comet approaching the outer solar system. You'll likely pick up some useful skills working with the high-tech navigation systems aboard this newly commissioned heavy cruiser.
+2 cyber affinity is something that helps with any form of hacking, whether it's modifying, upgrading, hacking a terminal, hacking security, repairing a weapon, you name it, cyber affinity uses it. So as much as it'd be nice to have the shotgun right off the bat, we need to take cyber affinity if we're going to be a hacker. And away we go. February 11th, 2113. Your tour of duty aboard the UNN Carfax has concluded. It was a good year for you, but not a great one for the Carfax. After taking a surprise hit from a small meteorite that separated from the larger mass, the Carfax was forced to limp home with 123 casualties, including the chief navigation officer. You stepped in and filled his shoes, and by the end of the year, you became quite skilled at the neuronav interface. You gained +2 cybernetic affinity. Now, a fun little Easter egg. If we wait, we actually get to see the robot do the Macarena. Hey, Macarena. Yeah, whatever.
The Navy strongly encourages every sailor to undertake some amount of zero-G training. A year at the Yamamoto space station in Earth's orbit will more than suffice.
+2 agility increases your speed. It also increases your aiming accuracy due to recoil. So, it's not a bad skill to have.
The Navy maintains a survival training school on the surface of Io, the third moon of Jupiter. Pros, there's no better way to improve stamina and survival skills. Cons, the 21.2% mortality rate.
+2 endurance means more health.
The Navy's Marie Curie research facility on Aquinas 4 is currently conducting research on a new strain of spaceborne virus that killed 220,000 citizens of New Atlanta. To lift the quarantine, we must determine how the virus pierced the city's micronanite shielding.
While a +1 research would be nice because it would give us a research skill, we're better off taking one of the other two just because it gives us 2+ skills. So the question is faster and better shooting, or more likely to stay alive? Now, in reality, health is a good thing, but once we find the respawn terminal, we're dealing with the same logic as System Shock 1, and we don't have to worry about dying. In this one, it's not a cyborg conversion chamber being switched back. In this one, it's a quantum entanglement device that basically makes a neural clone imprint of us using quantum mechanics. It's some insert pseudoscientific bullshit here. But basically, it's a way to bring us back to life. So we've got the same concept. So we can forego that and go for the speed.
The Navy strongly encourages every sailor to undertake some amount of zero-G training. A year at the Yamamoto space station.
So we move right along. Although if you take it survival, you actually have a tussle with a Gore Tiger descendant from Citadel Station, so that's an Easter egg we miss out on. February 9th, 2114. Your tour of duty at Yamamoto Station has concluded. You certainly weren't prepared for the events of this year. Captain Willits was never popular with his men, but you never expected half the crew to mutiny. The taut day spent regaining control of the ship with your captain lent you the grace and agility you never knew you were capable of. You had gained +2 agility. On to our 4th year. Data source 433 EOP, transmission sub-cipher, protocol Tango. Order reassigned 98322U from Captain William Bedford Diego UNN Rickenbacker to Soldier, us. Assignment to the Von Braun escort mission. Soldier, your application to join the crew of the UNN Rickenbacker has been approved. Report to Shuttle Mayfair at Port Francisco at 0400 on 1914. Get ready to become part of history, Soldier. William Bedford Diego.
Shuttle A138, you have clearance for landing on the Von Braun in Shuttle Bay 2. Welcome aboard, Soldier.
5 months later, UNN Von Braun near Tau Ceti 5, 67 trillion miles from Earth. And of course, we're in cryo because they didn't need us yet. Or did they?
Reinitializing memory streams. Restoring patient memory. Restoring memory. Restoring memory.
Looks like the last year is a little fuzzy for us. Now, we don't look this derpy in the game because of the graphics upgrade.
Steady yourself, soldier. This is Dr. Janice Polito of the Computer Ops staff of the Von Braun. You're safe for the time being. You're recovering from the effects of surgery and will be unable to remember any of the events of the last few weeks. You're on board the starship Von Braun and something's gone very, very wrong. Some kind of force has hijacked this ship. That's why you volunteered to be implanted with some experimental cybernetic implants. Rely on your cyber interface. It just might save your life. You must find an elevator and come up to Deck 4 to meet me. Deck 4. Can you remember that? But keep your eyes open. They're after us both now.
Thanks for waking me up into hell, lady. I appreciate it. Part of history, they said. See the galaxy, they said. Yeah, right!
Watch out. I'm getting strange readings from that radar dish outside the window. It's become unstable due to... Move! Take cover!
Critical decompression hazard in the cryo recovery suite. Evacuate immediately.
The entire sector is depressurized. The shield won't last long. Get through a secure airlock before you're sucked into space. Move it!
Now I'll be reading these terminals once we hit a safer spot. Now, as a throwback, the first code in the first game was 451 to get out of the healing chamber. It's 45100 in this one. You okay, lady? What the? I don't think she's gonna be okay. I don't think any of us are gonna be okay.
Warning. Decompression event imminent. Please move immediately to cryo recovery B. Decompression event imminent.
Hello.
This power cell is dead. There should be a recharger nearby. Just use it and it will recharge all the power-driven devices in your possession. After you've recharged the cell, plug it into the auxiliary power unit. That should open the airlock door. Be quick about it. The vacuum seals won't hold up much longer. Good. You've managed to get out before the whole area depressurized. I've just uploaded you some cybernetic modules. You can use them to upgrade your cybernetic rig at the upgrade units in this area. There are 4 types of units in the next room, one for each subsystem of your cybernetic gear. Stats, psi, weapons, and tech. But use the modules carefully. They're hard to come by.
Okay, Miss Bossy Lady. Real safe environment we got here. What the heck, man? Here I am minding my own business in hypersleep. All hell breaks loose. I didn't sign up for this shit, man. And the code is 00000. Don't know why it is, but it is. So you can waste nanites to hack it, or you can just do that. And now we're at our first upgrade. We can do tech, which is our technical skills. We can upgrade hacking, repair, modify, maintenance, and research. We can do guns, which is standard weapons, energy weapons, and heavy weapons, which is things like grenade launchers, fusion cannons, and the like. Really nasty stuff. Psionics, which we won't be doing. And of course, stats. Strength, endurance, psionics, agility, cybernetics. So the bigger the strength, the more damage you do with a melee weapon, and the more boxes unlock. Each Point of Strength gets rid of 3 pips, so we have 3 more inventory slots. So if we get up to 6, we have our entire inventory access. Endurance is our health. Psionics is the red bar. Agility is movement speed, reduces falling damage, and weapon kickback. Cybernetic Affinity makes it easier to hack everything. Hack, repair, modify. It reduces the number of dangerous nodes that can destroy whatever we're trying to hack. So, initially, we want to raise hacking. We want to try to get hacking up as high as possible so we can hack anything we run into. But we also don't want to neglect our other skills in the process, so it's striking a balance. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, we're right at the time limit, so I'm going to save. So, thanks everybody for watching. You guys are awesome viewers. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos out of all the ones that are available on the internet. It means a lot to me. I hope you're enjoying them. And now we're plunging into System Shock 2, so let's see where the story goes. Apparently we just got issued to this ship, and 5 months later, the shit hit the fan. So let's find out what's going on. Anyway, you all take care of yourselves, and I will see you the next time. Bye.